ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here we go. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Young on third down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now Young on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Again, it's Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar. 21G, 21G. Come on, 2, ice jab. Ice jab, come on, 2, ice jab. Out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush. And right away, he lost the football. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Young. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Here's Tua. Now he'll escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 26-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on the last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and long for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Berrios. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
21G.
Tua going to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, get set. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX. Let's go. Turbo 1, Heim.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd down, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Solo left Zion.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he completes it to Berrios. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there. Following the interception, Young. Open man. And he caught it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Young, he's going to change it up. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to be smothered in the backfield again as he ran into a wall there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther first down.
17. Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. the gun. Here's the give to Hubbard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 10.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively. Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Young to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. That throw by Young incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away into 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Smythe, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Go now.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Solo left Zion. Watch it, Oscar.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will have the Dolphins 1st down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
97.
Now Young's going to throw for this. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
That keeps the score. Panthers 29. Dolphins 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one left side caught by Barrios. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, 21
Throwing Tua. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He gets away from one. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young here to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's 1st down. Here's Tua. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Connecting with Hill. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here we go, 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Young to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air.